The Bitcoin crash towards $44,000 just started and everybody just seems to keep buying the dip. What are the probabilities of this move happening? You will find out in this video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Amo from My Crypto Paradise. Right now we are taking a look on Bitcoin on 4-hour time frame. We will go through multiple time frames on Bitcoin, also through the money flow, what is going on with China and what is the China retail buying. We will go through the market cycles, we will take a look at USDT dominance in detail, and also we will be taking a look what's going on behind the scenes, so make sure you are watching the whole video. Right now let's take a look at what happened with Bitcoin since the previous video I have recorded for you. So as you remember, I have told you exactly the reasons why Bitcoin, when it was trading around $66,000, is gonna start crashing towards our first main important support zone at $60,000. Right now, as you can see, Bitcoin already dumped something for around 5% without any leverage since then. I have also shared with you in the previous video our signal from Paradise ML VIP. You know that we have been entering right here exactly at $66,200. Then we have secured our position by moving stop loss to break even, and right now we are at a great profit. Take a look at this risk to reward. This is our stop loss, this is our profit so far, and we are still have not secured any profit on this particular position because, as you know, we are targeting $44,000 as the main target. Obviously we will be taking also some profits in the meantime as the trade progress, but for now, as a professional traders, the probabilities are still bearish. I will tell you exactly why in a medium time frame we are still bearish, and that is why we are just letting our profits to run. At the same time, on 29th, just before the crash started, we have been taking our final profits on our altcoin spot positions. For example, on this altcoin DIDX, we have taken a spot position profit without any leverage for 7.8% profit, and then on T-Fuel we have also secured our position for around 8% profit just before the drop. As you can see, on 29th of September, I have been telling you exactly the reasoning why the Bitcoin is going to dump from this level right here. If you have not watched the previous video, make sure you are gonna watch it because there are still some things that are relevant and can be beneficial for you. What I have shared with you on this particular 4-hour time frame, which is a medium time frame for us, was this exaggerated bearish divergence on RSI. As you remember, it is nicely visible right here, and also on MACD I have shared with you this bearish classical divergence. So it was confirmation from two oscillators. It was absolutely amazing. Plus there was of course the money flow, the whales activity that just increased the probability for us and gave us the confidence to really turn into bears. Let's take a look what's going on right now with the smart money, because it is quite interesting. I have some interesting info about what the China retailers are doing. As you know from our news channel, the China did unleash some stimulus and rate cuts, right? We have been updating you about it on 24th of September. So it was very interesting to watch what is going on with yuan, and I will explain to you why China retail, we believe, been buying alts in the previous few days. So let's take it up from the beginning. This is how the smart money are flowing, right? From fiat to USDT to Bitcoin to Ethereum alts, and then vice versa is the opposite when they are taking the profits, right? This is how smart money operates. This is not how a normal person operates, which is important to understand right now. This is how smart money needs to operate because they are handling a big amount of funds, like I'm talking about billions, all right? Also, there is a bit misunderstanding about what whale really is. I'm talking about everyone who is holding at least like 10 to 20 billion of dollars, all right? I'm not talking about small whales. I'm not talking about small whales like BlackRock or MicroStrategy, all right? These kind of institutions own only around 1 to 2% of the overall Bitcoin circulation, but I'm talking about the real whales, all right? The ones that have been accumulating Bitcoin massively when Bitcoin was worth like $1,000, $2,000, all right? So just to make this clear, this is how only the big smart whales are operating. So let's go back back to our 5-screen chart and let's take a look what's happening with the flow of money. So right here we can see the others dominance. This is the dominance of altcoins. They have been going to the upside, and this is where we have actually registered that people in China are buying altcoins. All right, I will be talking about it in a minute. So right now the others dominance is absolutely decreasing, massive decreasement of value in these altcoins. But as you can see, the others dominance is actually still leading, and it's one of the strongest ones. And I will explain to you why. We believe this is because the China retail have been buying altcoins. So let's take a look what's happening with Ethereum dominance right now. It's dumping as well, right? So the money are going away from altcoins and also going away from Ethereum, right? So where it's going right now, you can see that it is going into Bitcoin dominance. It is going into Bitcoin, right? So more money are flowing from alts, from Ethereum into Bitcoin, right? So that's right here in this cycle from Ethereum to Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin dominance is pumping because of it. And what's happening with Bitcoin? All right, we need to take a look what's happening with Bitcoin during this cycle when this dominance is increasing. Is it going up or is it going down? Let's take a look. Bitcoin is going down. So what does it mean when Bitcoin dominance is going up but the Bitcoin price is going down? What's happening with the money? Well, the money are flowing back to USDT. As you can see, this chart represents the USDT dominance. As you can see right here, this is the USDT dominance and it's going to the upside, as you can see. So the money are going away from the crypto market. All right, so this is bearish, right? This is pretty bearish. And what's happening? The USDT dominance is increasing and so is dollar index. All right, so some of this money is also flowing into fiat, completely out of the crypto market. And as I have explained to you in the previous videos, when it doesn't stay in just USDT but it's going back to fiat currencies, the smart money are expecting a bigger drop ahead. All right, so this is just increasing the probabilities of bearish pressure in the upcoming weeks. This is just by itself doesn't mean that you should be extremely bearish, right? This is just means that it increases probabilities, and this is how professional traders operate. All right, we are not trading based on one fact, two facts. We are analyzing properly the market. We gather all the probabilities, all right, and based on that we develop and enhance our trading strategies, and then we position based on that into our trades. All right, so that's about money flow, bearish. All right, we can see that smart money are going away from the market. Why I have said that I think China people, China retail have been accumulating altcoins is because when you take a look at yuan, this happened when they got the stimulus, right? Yen went up in value and then the value of yuan started decreasing. However, the Bitcoin been going to the downside, right? During this bearish pressure, we have seen that some altcoins have been going up and we have been like, all right, where this money is coming from? And we have just registered that the China yuan currency have been going down, and we just put 2 plus 2 together and we realized that because the yuan went down but the others dominance went to the upside during this candle right here, China retail people needed to be using the stimulus to buy altcoins. All right, because that's how retail operates. They just put fiat currency into some crypto exchange like Binance or Bybit or KuCoin or whatever, and they just blindly buy altcoins, right? Because that's the most profitable asset for them. At least they think it's the most profitable asset for them, right? Because they just believe they buy Dogecoin and it goes like absolutely parabolic and they make thousands and thousands of dollars from like $100, right? Or whatever. So they are not buying up Bitcoin. They are not buying Ethereum nowadays. They just are all into the altcoins. This is not how smart money operates, by the way. So we realized that the pump in the others dominance happened because some China retail people have been buying altcoins, but it's just increasing the liquidity for the whales to drag the market more down. So I'm very sorry for all the China retail people that wasted the stimulus like this. But anyway, we are trying to make as much gamblers into professional traders as possible. So I believe at least some person from China watched this video and didn't buy some altcoins, alright? It would be a great success for me if I've saved one Chinese at least. Let's go back to Bitcoin. No, let's firstly analyze USDT dominance, you remember this beautiful chart of USDT dominance. I've told you how bullish that is. We have these confluences of uptrend, trend line. We have retested the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, huge past performance, price action structure, demand zone right here, and I told you we gonna start pumping from here. I told you right here, check the previous video, I told you we gonna start pumping, and here we are going absolutely bombastically to the upside. As you can see, we are moving in A, B, C, D, E structure, which is an impulsive Elliott wave structure, which is bullish, right? If this would be just a corrective pattern, it would be like A, B, C, but this is 5 moves, so there is a higher probability that this is gonna continue towards our 5.9% and probably even above it, but this is the first important resistance. So after the 5 moves to the upside, we can have some ABC correction down, and then again we will continue, but I will keep you updated about that in the next videos. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on a daily chart. You remember, if you're in our free Telegram channels, you remember this beautiful rising wedge pattern, but by the way, I've showed you that also in previous video. So but if you're in our free Telegram channel, I told you exactly right here at $65,700. I told you the dump that nobody will expect, right? And I have again put there some other information, what's going on. Nobody trusted us, everybody's been calling this October, everybody has just been about buy this, buy that, we are going to the moon. Everybody on crypto Twitter and other social media, mass media as well, they have been just showing you this kind of ETFs buying pressure, like that would be some big buying pressure from some important players, right? Well, most of the people have been buying right here at this top, so there was loads of emotions going on. We have also seen that in our sentiment on website. I will put a link in the description about crypto trading sentiment. We are analyzing this with the help of AI, so you can see the index on social media like Twitter, Bitcoin Talk and Reddit went absolutely parabolic. Even though we are dropping, just this is a disbelief in the bears, and the sentiment, the Bitcoin sentiment is still quite bullish, which means the retail is still providing the liquidity for the proper whales whom can use this liquidity to take more profits on their long positions that which they accumulated in the lower prices. Let's take a look also at these sell walls which we have right here. These are still extremely huge. Let me just refresh the page because right now we dropped a little bit more, but let's take a look at these huge sell walls. These are worth billions and billions of dollars, and I have been informing you about them in the previous videos, right? Right here I told you, ladies and gentlemen, paradisers, this is not a great risk to reward strategy, alright? Why the crypto Twitter influencers telling you to buy just to hit these sell walls? There is nowhere to go. Look at to the downside, there is almost none proper buy wall structure below us, alright? So the risk to reward strategy, the potential to make profit on the downside is much greater than to the upside, right? And as you can see right now, some whales can see that as well. There was one big worth of $5 billion buy limit order, and as you can see, they have recently just deleted this buy limit order, alright? So they are expecting some bigger downward prices in the next weeks as well. And from our professional point of view, we really want to see these sell walls to go and execute at the current market price as we're gonna go lower, alright? Because then when we are about to do the reversal towards $93,000, as you know from our previous videos, I told you about that, we will just hit that $44,000 mark, and then we are going parabolic. This is going to be the mark where everybody else is going to go bearish and call about some bearish structure, right? This is where we're gonna start accumulating again and getting ready for that $93,000. But first, we will need to see some confirmations, and one of them is going to be that these sell walls, at least half of them, will be selling into that bearish price action. That's really what I want to see. On the order book suit, you can see some smaller accumulation going on, but prior to that, let's take a look the sell walls that have been filling on this grind higher. So if you compare the buy limit orders accumulation at the current prices with the previous sell limit orders accumulation at these prices, you can see that from this point of view the probabilities are just telling us that this needs to go a little bit more down as well. And if we take a look at what's going on with the CVD index, which is basically telling you the strength of buy market pressure and sell market pressure, you can see from the past performance that every time there was a higher buying pressure, like during this smaller bull rally right here, and the sell limit orders been actually accumulating short positions, then we had this reversal and we went down, right? Then the accumulation continued, however there was going on some panic selling, and then we had again the reversal, right? And the same thing happened right here during this rally. There was loads of sell limit orders, short positions accumulation going on. However, the retail have been doing the buy market stuff, right? This is the dump money, this is the smart money. As you know, when you work with limit orders, you are usually handling more amount of money. If you are handling your trading mostly with market orders, you are not a proper whale, right? Because if the proper whale would be working with market buy, market sell orders, they would be moving the market, right? So then if the history is going to repeat and this technique is working, for us it's working for around 6 to 7 years, then we will need to continue a little bit lower until the retail starts to sell and realize the losses, right? So let's go back to our Bitcoin chart on 4-hour time frame. We can see that we are right now below our 20 moving average, so we officially are in a bear trend on a medium time frame. All right, we have called this reversal right here, and now we are in a bear trend. We had a retest and now we are going down. Right now we need to see some structure of 5 moves to the downside. We had A, B, C, D, E, right? So then we want to see some pullback to the upside, which should be formed in ABC, all right? And this pullback can go as much up as towards like $65,000, because if we take a look at our liquidation heat map, we have some late shorts which are over leveraged right here. So this is a great juicy thing to hit by whales. Also because if they would keep pushing the price down before liquidating these short positions, it would be harder to do, right? Because these short positions would be just taking profits as we would be grinding lower. And as you know, when you close the short position, the futures contracts work the way that it automatically open a long position, right? So the whales, what they are doing, they first need to liquidate these short positions and then they can move the price lower much smoother. It's not the rule. We are not gonna position ourselves into some lower time frame long positions just because of that. We would need to have some more confirmations for that. But from a medium time frame perspective, for a swing trading perspective, we want to see some ABC pullback to the upside once we are finished with this 5 moves to the downside. The E wave, the 5th wave, can exceed much further, right? So definitely if we will have this ABC pullback to the upside, we will just use it for increasing our short positions and then we will grind lower. We will also want to see some confirmations from our oscillators. We will be watching out for some bullish divergences. If we will see something, some great opportunity with Friday semi-VIPs, we will absolutely go hard and aggressive for it so we can maximize our profits. Right now we can see some exaggerated bullish divergence going on right here, because if this candle will not be able to push below this previous low right here, we can have some bullish exaggerated divergence, because as you can see the RSI is making lower low, but the price for now is failing to making a lower low, right? But this candle, 4-hour candle, still have around 1 hour to close. However, if we will be closing above this, we will probably take some profits on some of our short positions just in expectation of this ABC move to the upside and a better position for another shorts increasing. But that's just our trading strategy, our trading methodology. On a lower time frame, from a medium time frame perspective, we are still very much bearish, but lower time frame can have some kind of pullback, so just be careful about that. that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is everything from me right now. I just want to present to you one more time the beautiful candle we had on this breakout of this rising wedge. Look at this volume, absolutely beautiful, absolutely juicy. Let's take a look at the bearish volume on this 4-hour candle, on this latest one. Let's take a look at this. This is beautiful, right? Let's take a look at the bullish pressure, like here, the volume is decreasing. Can you see it? It's decreasing. The bulls are pathetic. They have no strong buying volume at these prices. So bears are still winning. I'm so happy that we have turned into bears right here at the top, even though everybody was calling us crazy. But that's every time when you do the great job of selling the tops and buying the bottom. Most of the people, most of the times, will disagree with you. I hope you are doing good because of these videos, and I will see you next time. Cheers.